A new day dawns for these 6 travellers, bringing new hope and vigour. But just as the morning sun gives light, so it also casts shadows. Warriors, today one of you must turn back from the quest and give up the chance to become the ultimate warrior. Who sets out boldly, and who is burdened by doubts?
It's the start of our second day here, and I have 8 feathers and 1 ring, and I hope today will be fun.
I've still got 8 lives left and 4 rings, so I think that I'm doing really well because it's like only the beginning of the week.
Towards the end of yesterday, things started to get a bit better with the deep walk, which I got my first 2 rings in. So hopefully it's a new day, and hopefully the new challenges will get me lots of rings, and hopefully I won't go out today.
Today will be quite hard, so I think we'll have to work harder and see if I can get in more rings.
I tried my best yesterday. It was very good and very bad because the good part was that I won 4 rings, and the bad part was that I lost 2 lives.
You all set out yesterday with 9 lives, each life represented by a golden feather. Already some have been lost, and more will be shed in the challenges that lie ahead. By the end of the day, the warrior with the fewest number of lives must face the final challenge. Fail this, and you must take the path homeward. Reso, your losses have been the greatest. Today you set out with 7 lives remaining. But do not be downcast. All can change in the blink of a raven's eye. Come. Warriors, we have arrived at our first challenge. A challenge that will test how well you can work together in teams. Before you stands a mighty palisade. Its gates are made of the stoutest oak. The only way to break through them is to use a battering ram. You must maneuver these massive machines towards the gates. The first team to break through these gates can claim further gold rings, but their defeated opponents must each pay with a life and forfeit any rings they have collected along the way. Fohan, Jakesh, Reso, you will work as one team. Keeson, Suhan, Samlin, you will work together as their opponents. Remember, in this challenge, teamwork is just as important as strength. Are you all ready? Then let the challenge begin.
Get behind! Push! Go!
The warriors must work together to triumph in this challenge. Which of the teams will do so and emerge as victors?
Go.
Stop.
No,
Keep-
stop.
Push.
Stop. Take that one as well.
Push. Go.
Man.
Push.
Come on. It's turn. Come on, it doesn't matter. Come on.
Get away.
Wait.
Got it. Go.
I'll clean you up. There's a log. Push.
Push.
Push, come on. Put that log under.
Push.
Get ready to
No,
go.
don't. Push.
Come on. Get this log. Come on, push. Come on. Should I get...
Help me, guys. Stop.
I'll go up and get the ring. Take this. Push. Take this.
Push.
Run down the front.
Go. Get it.
Go. Run up. Come on.
Get it.
Hold it.
I am.
Go. Handle. I've got a handle. Run up. Alrighty. Go.
Both teams have taken their first valuable ring, but both have a long way to go to prevail.
Take this. Take that. Wait. Push.
Hold the handle. Wait, we will have to push it.
Take that. Come on.
Stop.
Push! Push! Another more! Pull it straight! Push! Come on! Push! Everyone push! Go! Don't push! Battering, hold! I can't! Push it forward!
Move this over.
Push it forward! Push! You got to push it!
Push.
Right, hold the handles now!
Yeah.
Push! You get this one!
Hurry, Tova.
Keep pushing! Go!
Go, go, go.
Go!
Come on. Come on, get luggage. Come on.
Push!
Yes.
And again,
Come on.
push! Right, let's go!
Get these legs.
Come on again! Come on, Niels!
Come on. Don't move yet. Come on, we've got loads of logs.
I know, just push!
No,
all
three
people have to be pushing it!
They don't.
Come on! Ready? Quick, space them out! Go!
Come on, go.
Push it harder!
Come on.
Stop!
Whoa. Stop. More rings in front.
Keep
pushing.
Ready? Come on, Liam! Quickly, 3! Let's go! Come on, let's push! Push! Hold on! Keep pushing! Push! Push!
You've lost the ring.
Warriors, this was a close challenge. Both teams worked well together, and you should be proud of your efforts. Jakesh, Fohan, Reso. Although you battled with determination, you find yourselves defeated, and the price of defeat is a life. Samlin, Suhan, Keeson, you triumphed in this challenge. Place your rings on your standards. Be sure to guard these well, for they are no mere trinkets. Collect 9, and you will be able to redeem a precious life. Now, the sun is climbing, and we have far to travel. Let us seek out the next challenge.
It was a very close race, but they battered through the door first. I think they did a little bit better because they were quite strong.
We were right at the end and we had like about 15 seconds spare and we couldn't push the ram through and we had to reverse it, but just before we were just about to reverse it, the other team just burst through and we were really upset because we were so close to them gold rings.
We're in the lead and we actually got to the gate first, but we just didn't hit it hard enough first time. We probably should have pulled it back and put more rollers down so we got a bit more momentum.
We all worked well together. But it was a bit lucky at the end because the other team actually got stuck and was really glad that they got stuck.
The battering ram itself kept going out of line and we kept hitting the frame. And eventually we managed to straighten up and it was really close. But we managed to bar the gate open before then. And I ran straight through the gate and grabbed the ring.
To become a champion, a warrior must rise above his peers. Let us hope then that you have a head for heights. Before you are 2 tall poles. In this challenge, you must race in pairs to scale them. The first warrior to reach the top of the pole and grasp the golden ring will be our winner. If you are beaten to the ring, you will lose a life, and take care. If you lose your grip, you will also lose a life. Is that clear to you all? Keeson, Suhan, at this stage, you are our leading warriors. You will race first. Warriors, you are safely tethered, so should you fall, the only risk to you is that you will lose a feather. Are you both ready? Then let the challenge begin.
This challenge is not as straightforward as it seems. The hand and foot blocks are spaced further apart, the higher the warriors climb.
Jakesh, Samwin, you are in equal third place and will be next to compete. You will see that in the race to the top, there is little time for indecision. The slightest delay can spell defeat. Are you both ready? Then let the challenge begin. Fohan, Reso, you are in 5th and 6th place. In the race to reach the top, it is tempting to move with haste, but haste can bring your downfall. Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin. Well, young warriors, you all showed strength of body and strength of mind in that challenge. Suhan, Jakesh, Fohan, you all climbed the poles and deserve much merit, but you were not quick enough and must therefore lose a life. But Samwin, Reso and Keeson, you all won your races to the ring and keep them as a reward. Place them on your standards. So, my young friends, let us travel on.
Pole climb was quite hard because the gaps in between each step were getting further and further apart. But Jakesh slowed down halfway and he gave me a boost to grab the ring for her.
I really, really wanted that ring because I wanted to stay in 3rd position and not go right down to the bottom again. And when I lost it, I was really, really upset because I thought maybe I'll have to do Way of the Warrior, but that's still to come yet.
I found it really easy because I was up there fast. I did think that I could beat Suhan, and I think that's what made me win the challenge.
I was really nervous about this challenge beforehand, and I got into a good rhythm, which I think what Fohan struggled with because she was a bit smaller than me. She didn't manage to really get into a good rhythm, so she was a bit slow and got stuck at one point, so I managed to get to the top before her and grab the ring.
I found the challenge quite hard because I have quite short legs and the steps were quite far apart. I think Racer did well because he's got longer legs.
Many assume that physical strength is the most important quality a warrior can possess. But quick wits and a level head are also required, as this next challenge will demonstrate. Before you lies the riddle bridge. To cross the bridge, you must answer a riddle, spelling out the solution hidden in the path. Traverse the bridge safely, and gold rings will be yours. But choose the wrong letters, and you must pay the toll, a precious life. Keeson, you are still our leader, and you will lead us across the bridge. Samwin, you are in 2nd place, so you will help. Step forward. Samwin, the book before you possesses many riddles. Open it and a riddle will be set, but you will have very little time to answer it and for Keeson to cross. Delay, and the spirits of the bridge will overpower you both. This glass will show you how much time you have left. Be sure to cross before the sands run out. Are you both ready? Then, let the challenge begin.
I am always with you, but don't always show. Depending on your position, I can shrink or grow.
Can discuss, my young friends.
What could
Yeah.
it be?
To shrink and grow. There might be something.
Remember, the answer is before you on the stones, my friends.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow.
You're sure, my young friends, that the answer is before you? Step on the right stones.
Yes.
Time
Yeah,
is of the
shadow.
essence. Keeson, Samlin, you made light work of a difficult riddle and revealed the safe path for your fellow warriors to tread. The answer, Shadow, has earned you each a gold ring. Place them on your standards. Now, my young friends, let us travel on. More challenges await before nightfall.
Eventually, Keeson said shadow, and then I thought about it and looked on the patterns, and we found shadow, so we took a risk and we managed to do it. We got a ring each.
I was glad to get it right because that would actually put me a couple of rings ahead of everyone, and that made me proud.
Mock combat is a good test of a warrior's strength, skill, and poise. In this next challenge, you must face each other atop the balance beam. Your aim is to topple your opponent from the beam without falling from the perch yourself. Should you fall, you will lose a life. But for every victory, a gold ring will be your prize. Keeson, you led us across the riddle bridge. Here, you will lead us into battle. Jakesh will be your opponent. Choose your weapons. So be it. Keeson, Jakesh, are you ready? Then let the challenge begin. Suhan, I see you have a taste for a different weapon. Will it prove a wise choice in your battle with Samlin? Are you both ready? Then let the challenge begin. Reso, Fohan, you are in 5th and 6th place. You have witnessed 2 victories and 2 defeats. Who will endure in this crucial bout? Are you ready? Then let the challenge begin. Well done, Reso. You proved highly accomplished in this most fundamental of a warrior's skills. Along with Suhan and Jakesh, your reward is a gold ring. All of you may place them on your standards. Fohan, Samlin, Keeson, you all fought with heart, and your courage is not in doubt. It is your sense of balance that is questionable. On this occasion, it has cost each of you a life. Now, the day is wearing on. Let us go to meet our final challenge.
I lost to Racer. He beat me quite easily because he's quite strong.
I kind of found her weak spot and then hit it really, really hard, and I got her off, so I'm really pleased, and I'm in Raven for one more day, which is always good.
Keeson at the moment is in the lead, and I thought probably he's going to beat me. I think Keeson chose a little weapon because he's so he can handle it, and I chose the big one because I could handle it.
Jacobs was a really good warrior, and we battled for quite a long time, but at the end she beat me. I'm not that upset because this was the first challenge that I lost, but still I was in the lead of everyone.
I chose a big weapon and I thought I was quite strong.
The size of the weapon, I chose a big one, just because I thought it might knock her off easier, but I was wrong, because it was really, really hard to control. If I chose the smaller one, I might have knocked her off easier.
These 6 warriors set out at sunrise, knowing that their company would be one fewer by nightfall. That time has now come. This is the way of the warrior. To fight through its fearsome obstacles is the ultimate test of a warrior's worth. Only the very bravest and most skillful can survive its many perils. Fohan, with the least number of lives, it is you who must face elimination. But do not be too downcast. Although the price for failure is great, so too is the reward for the successful warrior. At the end of the way of the warrior is a portal. Pass through it, and it will lead you directly to the next stage of the quest. It will then be Reso who must face this challenge. It is a slim chance, Fohan, but one you must grasp with all your might. Remember, Fohan, fail this challenge and you must leave us. But succeed and you will travel on. Are you ready to face your fears? Then may the luck of the Raven's Eye be with you. Let the challenge begin. Fohan, your time with us has been short, but you have competed bravely. To face the way of the warrior takes great courage indeed. You return home garlanded with honour. Farewell.
being on Raven has been a new experience and has been lots of fun, and I've made lots of new friends and I've tried my best in all the challenges.
So, 5 warriors remain to continue on our journey. While all have tasted success, all have tasted defeat. But they should not be too disheartened. After all, nothing is impossible to the warrior who is willing to try.
Next time on Raven. Will any have the courage to make the leap of faith? Can they navigate the wizard's maze? Who will be the one to face the way of the warrior?